We're going to see how money mindset and money leaks can destroy a legacy that has been built over time despite having money, talent, and business acumen. Mr. Sambatia was a workaholic. He was doing everything day and night to ensure that his children, his grandchildren, and their children's children had something, had money, and did not lack. He remembered how when he was growing up, he barely had enough food, let alone clothes and shoes. Even getting to school, even getting an education was a hard-won battle. This is why he had ensured his children did not lack. They went to the best schools, they had the best meals. Anything money could buy, he provided. But this meant that he worked long hours and barely had time to spend with his children. The only time he saw his children was during breakfast as he grabbed a quick bite on his way to work or when they called and came to the office with one need or another. But it all boiled down to, here is some money. Daddy, I need some money. Money was what kept them together. But after all, he was working for them. This money was theirs, so why not give it to them when they needed it? One day, he collapsed at work and woke up in the hospital, surrounded by his friends and family. And he realized, you know what? These children I'm working for, perhaps it's time to loosen the reins a bit and give them their inheritance early. Let them start working so that he can offer guidance while he's still around. To Samali, the apple of his eye, he gave an events company. She was always out and about, so definitely she knew the best party planners, she knew the best places to host events, and between his business contacts, her networking skills, the business would definitely thrive. Samiri, his eldest, that was an easy one. The real estate company would be ideal for his quiet, composed nature. Land and property are not things that need rushing or someone who is in a hurry to do things like his son Sonko. Sonko was the one he really worried about. That boy was in the air, literally and figuratively. He was always shopping for one thing or the other. Yes, he had an eye for detail and knew how things worked together, so perhaps the interior design business would be ideal for him. Mr. Sembatia decided, yes, I'll give them the business, but I will still keep a hand in and check on their progress. Every week, I will get a financial statement just to make sure things are working out well. The children could not believe their luck. Finally, they had control of the money. Finally, they would show Mzee what they were made of. Samuel's life didn't change much. He still woke up early and faced the day. The only difference was his focus now was buying and selling land, property, and basically finding locations that would work for businesses, houses, generally real estate clients. Sonko was in his element. He designed and furnished fabulous rooms, houses, offices for his friends, business clients, his father's clients. He was doing very well. The only problem was, yes, it looked good online and he had more followers, but his friends neither paid nor sent him the promised referrals. And then there was Samwiri. Samwiri was not supporting his friends. He would send him clients to buy land, to buy houses, but Samwiri would not give them things on credit. I mean, what was the guy's problem? These were his friends. He could guarantee those loans. But Samwiri wanted to sign legal agreements and wanted a guarantor who was not related to the family. As for Samali, she was living the life. She was being paid to hang out, party, and entertain. Life was good. Hey! The only problem was some of these parties were out of her pocket. So Daddy was calling with question marks on where is the money? Why is he getting all these bills and no money is coming in? Did he understand that these were friends and family? I mean, what was the man's problem? People needed to have a good time, and sometimes they didn't have money, but they would bring more people and the business would be known out there. They'd get referrals. Had he looked at the company's TikTok page, didn't he see how many followers and likes they had? What was Mze's problem? I mean, money was not a problem, and her family and friends loved her. What was his problem? I mean, he wanted her to look bad in front of her friends. What would people say if she asked them to pay money and yet they had all this money? When Mr. Sembatia read the financial statements, he wondered what was happening with his children. Why did Samali feel this need to please people? She was already beautiful enough. Why was she looking for even more acceptance? People already accepted her for his name and her looks. And she was talented. Why was she wasting her talents on people who are not paying her money? As for Sonko, what was wrong with that boy? Couldn't he see that his friends were just using him for his money and his connections? Maybe it was not too late to fix the situation. Samiri would help him corral his younger siblings. People pleasing would not pay the business, and the business would soon collapse if money was not constantly injected in to run things and pay suppliers. He would help them understand that not every open palm was looking to receive money. It was about determining whether this was a real need that needed money or just a shoulder to lean on. Perhaps it was time he helped them realize that real wealth built over time can be lost in the blink of an eye or slowly with time as it trickles out in handouts, bad business deals, and bad business decisions. After all, the adage is true. A hunter with only one arrow does not shoot with careless aim. How many arrows are in your quiver? Are you using them well? Or are you like Mr. Sembatia and his family? Where are your money leaks?
Like, share and subscribe.